How you doing, everybody? I'm just Stamper here. I hope you're all doing great. I hope you all had a profitable day. Today I called puts on my in my community. However, it didn't go my favor, but I'm gonna break that down with you guys and see what happened. And overall, though, tomorrow I'm gonna wake up green, even though what happened. I played QQQ in the video put, and as you can see, it was not putting. However, I show you guys how do I say this? I showed you guys how to find the trend of your stock, even though like if you can be wrong, you can still make money, right? So I was down, but I'm down on my play. That's but that's normal to me because I knew that I played QQQ, right? QQQ right here, I took it 4 times. I keep getting stopped out. Everything that I got was a great entry because every time I get an entry, I was good. But greater entry, it was good. You guys see that? And the fourth one, I was like, you know what? I'm so sick and tired of this. I had my daily. I had my daily right here. Where's that at? I'm sorry, guys. I was showing my team this, and I'm about to show you guys the same thing. I'm about to show you guys the same exact things, right? I'm gonna delete all these blue lines. But I had this 180 right here, 84. I did expect it to rip up there, but I was not expecting that to do it all today. And you know what? It's totally fine. It is what it is. So let me draw this out. Today we're gonna talk about this can be a swing trading video, right? So I told my team, you guys, I want my bow trap. You know, I had that in my mind. I had orders that needed to be filled here, orders that needed to be closed from the previous days. So in my head, I'm like, all right, cool. I had these lines up right here. So I had this from all the way up here from 279 targeting 273, right? Awesome. So I was I was I was literally so excited for this whole community. And it's part of the game. I'm not gonna be mad, right? So after I took that first trade, I was up. I think I was like a couple $100. Nothing big, right? Next thing you know, rip up. I'm like, fuck, stop me out. Parabolic. All right, let me take some. I took it, as you can see, and nothing happened. Choppy, right? Took it again on this red candle. I said, oh, screw this, right? Screw this. Let me just wait. I'm gonna just put my stop loss above this, right above the 84, right? Because I knew they were gonna take people out. I just knew it. I knew they're gonna take people out. So I was like, nah, let me just put it right above it. I don't know. I just knew it. I knew they're gonna grab some liquidity and create a U tab before bringing it down, because they had people putting up stop losses right above that area, right? As I've shown you guys, we have retail trading support and resistance. So when they see a critical resistance like that, they're going to wick and grab liquidity. So after averaging down 100 million times, right? Every single move that I wanted to happen happened overnight, right? And let me show you guys what happened. So I told my team, guys, you know, I think it was 12, I believe it was somewhere around 12 p.m. And I was like, guys, you know what? I don't want to watch the market. I'm going to the gym. I'm going to enjoy my day. And, you know, I knew where it was going. I told them I'm just going to swing it. So right after that, I let it do whatever it wants to do. I had my stop loss right above the high. If I get taken out, hey, it is what it is, right? I'm losing on some break even. I'm taking minor losses, nothing crazy. So I told myself, I looked over it again. One, there's orders that needs to be mitigated around this. Orders that needs to be mitigated around this area. And as you can see, I've shown you guys which zones are, I'm gonna make it black, which zones are invalid, because when the composite man created this entire move, they left their footprint, so therefore they need to close position. That's one. So we have this 280.54 from 284 that needs to come back down. Awesome, right? We look for another one that has not been mitigated, and it's around this area, right? Around this down move right here. Boom. Awesome. So they got to come back down and mitigate this area. They mitigated it? Yeah, they did mitigate it. It's okay. Right here, this 282, as you can see, right? You also have one right around here, okay? Around 283. So as you can see, I'm just finding these levels, that last down move before the up move, and leaving their footprint. So they have orders around this area, right? Next thing you know, I still have areas from down here. Look at that last down move before the up move. They have not mitigated that, and this entire position needs to be filled, right? Then I have more position from the previous day that they need to mitigate this position, right? And this entire position right here, and they still has not filled that position, right? Right here is just barely, you can just see it, it barely touched it, but that is considered a position that they need to mitigate, right? They have to close. We have one here, and we also have one here. So I said, listen, guys, I'm swinging puts. Now, after holding literally like more than 10 contract, I'm like, listen, whatever happens, I know it's gonna go down. Like I was just that confident. And look what happened. From 284, they did it overnight to make sure everybody gets stuck holding their calls. We didn't know what was happening. And boom, we're at 278. I am looking to take it down 273. We do have a gap fill in this entire area, but I don't think I'll be targeting that gap. We do have another imbalance right here around this area. It's gonna be at 269.47. So if we get that huge enough downtrend, and there's more here, right? If we do get huge enough more downtrend, like I see here, right? And plus, there's also a gap that it needs to fill. Like I said, it's around here, right? It's around that area that needs to be filled. But if I'm looking overall, I don't really care about that. Tomorrow, I'm gonna probably leave some of my runners and just leave those running until it fills this gap or fills the entire imbalance here. And overall, see what happens. But I just want to show you guys that little trick of swing trading. You can use it on earnings too. I didn't even know Microsoft had earnings, MSFT. But I'm gonna tell you. Oh, that's the wrong one. I'm gonna tell you guys right now. It is not financial advice, right? It's not financial. It's just Microsoft. Yeah, I was charting Microsoft just right when one of my students said, "Oh, they had to." Right, I'm gonna delete it. But they said that they had earnings and they're down like 16 right here, 1681.81. So one thing we understand is they mitigated that area. Okay, that's good, right? You can use this trick. You're gonna like it. Let's go to a higher time frame so we see what's happening. One, they have orders here that needs to mitigate. Oh no, it's not. They already did that. Sorry. See, mitigated this position. So why did this thing tank? Well, let's check it out, right? One, they have position that needs to be closed here. You guys see that? Boom. Barely touched it, right? Barely touched it. That was from the previous day. They mitigated all the position here today? Yes, they did, right? Everything is mitigated. What else they got here? Right, so basically right now I'm just looking for places that needs to mitigate. As you can see right here, this last down move for the up move, this candle took close their position. However, they don't have their position closed down here, right? Boom. That entire candle needs to be filled. This candle got mitigated, right? Oops, I think that was a good one. So as you guys can see, I'm just literally going a couple days back in the time frame and seeing areas that needs to be mitigated. And you can see that they had open position here, and what happened? They tanked. That's one clue for you. The more you find, the more you understand that they are going to close back those position. And tomorrow we can get this gap fill, and let's see if this entire move right here has a gap. Right here, right? This position, this entire area, you can even use this to be safe to get out early. Like you see Microsoft tomorrow is coming to 221.89. They have position here, and when you can see that 221.89, then you can probably see a huge up move again, right? Targeting those high depending on what's going to be going on with this. I didn't go deeply into the chart, but if we do break that structure, we can see this entire gap fill, and then we can see higher targets of today of liquidity, right? We can see this highs taken out and then potentially going down, filling up that downside, and everybody's again is going to be bearish. Next thing you know, that move was just bound to happen before taking price higher. As I've shown you guys multiple times, if you're in my mentorship, I've shown you guys even trading catalysts, right? Everything has a reason. Before these news even comes out, it's already bound to happen. The prices are already going to happen, right? The composite man has its own position that needs to close. Watch them close that 221.89. Don't be surprised when they do, right? They're going to wick all the way to that 18 and just bring the price all the way back up, targeting that 251. That is normal, you guys. And then on top of that, filling some of the imbalances here because the composite man has a position up here. So if you want something, this can be as a form of liquidity. The moment is climbing back up, right? There's a bunch of liquidity that needs to run all the way up here, going to take it to higher prices, right? Because when this entire move was made, the composite man has a bunch of position left open here. So this can come down, do whatever he does, but overall it's from 221 to 251. That is the move, right? Now I'm going to tell you guys this one more time. It is not financial advice. Do your own due diligence. Do your own homework. This is my solely on my own perspective, right? So I just want to show you guys that cool trick. The more positions that they have around those areas, that's usually where earnings is going to go. I was literally trying it out on Meta, and I do see Meta ripping up. What is it? 130. Excuse me. 137 to 151. I see Meta actually running all the way back to its 250, and I literally just created a video, right? I do see Meta coming up here again to fill in the entire, to mitigate these entire area, right? From 137 to 153, a couple $20 moves on Meta, right? I've seen Meta grab all their position here, literally just grab and mitigate this little candle right here around this area, and what happened? Take the price higher, right? Grab all the liquidity around this, mitigating this red candle. As you can see, they wicked it, bring the price higher, right? You guys can see that, and I believe they closed down all their position down here, so they have no more position. Or we can see all the way to 101, right? Let me see that. I want to triple check that. This is on a monthly. This is how we do it. That last down move before the up move, nope, they took it out. This green candle literally just wicked it. Let's see. Where's that candle? Oh, the composite man has a position up here, right? Let's see, they got more position at $29. They have more right here at 51. Right? You guys can see this? 51. They have more around, no, they took that already. This 122. Right? But I do see Meta ripping up all the way to 153 before falling. And then from there, now we can see that demand zone falling, and it can go down lower and lower, right? But as you guys can see, I've been literally talking about this entire strategy in about 90% of 95% of this channel, right? You find that structure, which we did, the blue, and then we find the SND, and this is the exact move that we've been waiting for Meta, right? Just watch what happens. You don't have to. It's not. You don't have to take earnings play. I don't even play earnings, even though I see what they're trying to do, and you get that UTAD, and boom, take the price lower. You guys see that? Right, so your entire structure is from 122 all the way to this 153 area, and there's more to it than just saying that, because we're looking for these perfect zones. So right, it could be like this in general, that high all the way there, right? So I do see Meta ripping before going down lower and lower, right? Move coming up higher, and that's that Meta move right there. And as you can see, maybe you can fill up this gap around this area too, but overall it's right here, right? Or you can even go a little bit more higher than what we drew, but on the weekly I do like that, right? That last down move, that last up move before the down move, and we find it all the way from monthly to weekly. So just stay for that. But that's just a little trick I want to show you guys. Once again, this is swing trading, swing trading tricks. And guys, I hope you got value into that. If you stayed up to this point, I appreciate each and every one of you. Guys, if you are not yet subscribed, subscribe right now. I have a lot of video content coming out all the way from about February 2023 by the time you even see this right now is October 25. By the time you even see this video, it's probably going to be October, excuse me. It's probably going to be somewhere around February or March 2023. But other than that, you guys, peace and enjoy the rest of your evening.